Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers.
Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end.
Rodgers pass.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And Pascal's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Switch. Jim.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
1-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Check. 36. Cluster. Free hut. White, 85.
They run with Taylor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
79. White, 89.
Rivers to throw it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Christian Kirksey drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
a 25-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
At the 40.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
To Aaron Jones.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, 17 June, watch 17.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Packers.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
To Aaron Jones.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First down, Green Bay.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Mercedes Lewis.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
The kick is
And he
good.
puts it through.
Makes the score Packers 7, Colts 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Rivers. He's got Burton here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Load it.
Taylor. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And a Packer first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got room. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
His kick.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now Austin. Shifts past him at the 45. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's 2nd down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Alan Lazard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Packers 21, Colts 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
And 2.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. On 1st and 10, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rivers on the money, complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rivers here on target to Pascal. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Harrison on the stop.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Caught left side by Hilton.
Rivers pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. And it's a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Complete.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Check, check, Lucky. Check 13.
1st and 10, Taylor now. He's to the 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Jonathan Taylor.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Hines, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hines. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Rivers from the gun on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
35-yard line.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
Rodgers.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Justin Houston.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Caught left side by Funchess. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third.
Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 5-4. Check white, 89.
On 1st down, Taylor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Christian Kirksey. No gain on the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Jones. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Handoff to Aaron Jones.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
4th down.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Number 28.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Fighting his way through contact, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Ready! Black 15! Watch the pass! Watch the pass! Here we go! Here we go! Left! 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 No, no, no! Black!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Packers pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
On the play. Recovered by Green Bay.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score.
A road win in the National Football League.